Well, this item goes under the sort of heading of things that you may not have known is right on your doorstep. I'm in Kirk, as you can see, with a massive collection of motorbikes. The whole museum opens for the season this Easter Sunday, and I've been finding out what it's all about.
Yes, I mean, lots of people don't even know we're here, and they come when we're open on a Sunday afternoon, and say, I had no idea, we only live up the road. So, well, it's a private collection. We don't open for profit, so I don't go shouting about. People that are interested in motorcycles know I'm here, generally speaking, and they just arrive on a Sunday afternoon when we're open, and we're open from 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock every Sunday afternoon from Easter Sunday, which is this week. And they just come and they have a wander around, and we reminisce about motorcycling in the 50s, and they tell me their stories, and I give them a few, and so on. It's a very jolly occasion.
How did this all start?
Well, of course, I've ridden motorcycles since I was 16. I'm 72 shortly, so it's a long time. And I just got a bug, and my very first job was riding motorcycles and delivering things. The pizza boy was not invented in those days, but so I think I was one of the first people. And I delivered motor parts to garages and so on before we could afford vans or cars. And really it grew from that. And as I developed my career and could afford more and more things, I would just buy any old British motorcycle. I mean, looking around here, there's some foreign ones as well, but generally speaking, they're British motorcycles. And here, everything has to work. Everything is immaculate, although I say so myself. But going back to the early days, I remember when I got one bike, and then I got two. Then eventually I started my own business, which enabled me to travel around the country. And if I heard of a bike, I would always come up with an excuse to go to that town, be it Wolverhampton or wherever. And I never used to mind how far I travelled. I could always make an excuse and visit potential customers.
Now, we're looking at some pictures of you in your workshop, because in fact, when you get the bikes, most of them aren't in working condition.
That's right, yes. Oh yeah, they're all pretty grotty. My mother used to call them junk. But I do like rust and things that don't work. But we don't do any painting here. I haven't painted in Douglas or across in Coventry. It depends what sort of bike they are. But I'm currently working on a load of Greaves. I've been painted in Douglas, Blasey paint, so that seems to take most of my time at the moment.
The collection keeps going up, I guess, but how many have you got to date?
Yeah, I think around here, my grandchildren counted the other month, there's 106 somewhere. But I don't go every day counting.
But I mean, you do this, and you've got a group of friends that also get involved, I understand.
Yeah, I got a guy called Joe Grimshaw that's very, very good, and he comes to me on a Tuesday and a Wednesday to help me. Without his help, I couldn't cope. Then I got another guy that comes on a Thursday to help, if I lose these people, and they're all getting to a certain age, I mean, thank goodness we're all pretty fit, but if I lost them, then I would have difficulty coping with it myself. But I just like people to see what there is here in Kirk.
So it's open to the public, a donation, and that's it, and people can have a wander around.
Yeah, people can wander around, they can stay for as long as they like, but we do expect a donation in our box. And it all goes to charity. Nothing comes to me, and that's the way it will be.
You are mildly eccentric, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I can't help it. That's the way I am.
Well, it is fascinating. I definitely recommend anyone who's got a day out and starting Easter Sunday, pop up here to Kirk.
Yes.
Right next door to the petrol station. It's the pillars just before it. If you're heading through towards Ramsey, you can't miss it.
No, that's right. Gravel drive. If you're on a bike, be very careful, but you come in at your own risk anyway, and just come and enjoy.